Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nahashon and welcome to 2022 first talking video. And that brings me to right now, where what you see in front of me is my current backpack, because tomorrow I'm going camping with my friend Collins and we're going to climb Mount Ololokwe and the Ndoto Mountains. So these are a series of mountains. Ololokwe is in Marsabit County and Ndoto Mountains, I think they are in Marsabit or Samburu County. It's right at the border. So we're going to do those two places over the next 3-4 days. We haven't decided. So today is Thursday. I packed my bag, so I want to show you guys what is in my actual bag, because everything that is in here is something that I'm going to carry and use for the next 3-4 days. So tomorrow is Friday. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and come back to Nairobi on Monday. And we will be using public transport. So yeah, let's start with the bag. This is how it looks. Yes, it's called Forclaz, and let me just raise it. Oh wait, thumbnail. So that is the bag. Travel 140 liters. It's called Forclaz. I bought it from Decathlon. At this point, seriously, Decathlon, you guys need to sponsor me, because I've bought so many things from Decathlon. But again, they sell good products. So I bought the bag. Honestly, I can't remember how much it was, maybe 8,000. I'll try find the receipt and then I will show it down there. If you look at the front, you can see that is my sleeping bag, and this is the camping tent. So sleeping bag, camping tent. And on this side, this is a camping chair that is hanging. And again on this side, this is a water bottle. But for the trip we are doing, which is 3-4 days, I'm sure I need to add an extra water bottle. So I'll have to, because for 2 locations on top of Mount Ololokwe, there's nothing. There's no facilities, so there's no water, toilets or anything. So we have to be self-sufficient. So definitely these won't be enough. Again, I have never used this bag. I bought it, I have never used it. So this is the first time I'm going to use it. Same applies to the the tent, the camping tent. So when I get there, I'm sure I'll try to show you a video of this. So yeah, that is everything that is outside. But when it comes to camping, that is personally for me, I have 2 things. There's camping, like which you're going to do tomorrow, which I'm using public transport. And then there's the camping where we use, let's say I hired a car. I don't have a car, so when I hire a car and drive to places, I have specific things that I can only carry during that time. And now let me show you what those are. Yeah, that bag is very heavy. So, sleeping mats. If you don't have a sleeping air mattress kind of thing, these sleeping mats are very comfortable. I have 2 or 3 of them. So this is what I'd use only when I'm using a private car, because it's easier to carry all these. You know, when you have a private car, you tend to carry so many unnecessary things. So this is one of those that I will carry. Another thing that I'd carry will be the ground mat, this one here. So when you put your tent, before you put your tent, this mat goes below, and then I put the tent on top of it. So it helps, not to get the camping tent very dirty. For this trip, I'm not going to carry it. I don't have the space for it. Then camping chair. So I have this camping chair, which again I got it from Decathlon. And I like this one because actually I've never used it, and I also bought it, so I've never used it. And I got this one because of this part here where you can put like a cup. So yeah, that is just honestly very necessary. Well, it helps actually when you're in and it also has armrests, so it's more comfortable when you're going to a place, let's say like Oloiden or the place I went to in like Elementaita. Such places, this chair is perfect. Before I bought that, this is what I used to use, again from Decathlon, but you can see it doesn't have an armrest or a place to put what's it called, the water bottle. So this is the other one that I have used often. And then the other thing I will carry only when using a car is this. My beloved tent. I like this tent a lot because it's so easy to open, and I think right now I've mastered how to close it also quickly. So I love this tent. Yeah, when I was at Elementator, I popped it up and people were so impressed. They were like, oh yeah, that is just perfect. While everyone else was trying to, use the poles and all that to set up these other kind of tents. So only when using a car, because again, I don't think there's any way I can carry this on my back and with another bag. So yeah, anything else? Oh yeah, there's where is it? Oh, let me just get it. Stove. This is a cooking stove. It's called Moto sawa. So I almost wanted to carry these because I was thinking the weather might be, I don't know, it might start raining and then you might not be able to light a fire. So I've been debating whether to carry it or not. Again, problem is it's quite big, yeah. So I'm going to leave it for this trip. But if I'm using a car again, I'd carry this. And you use this gel, so you put this gel inside the burner and then you can use it to cook. Although it's not the best because I think it cooks very slow, so I think at some point I'm going to replace this with something else, maybe like this propane, or I don't know, it's called butane gas tanks. That is, I think, way better. So yeah, I think that is the end of everything that I'd carry only when using a car. Now let's jump to the things that I'm going to use for this particular trip from tomorrow. Again, before I open the bag, a few other things that are hanging outside, and that is the shoes. These are the shoes I use. I can't remember where I got them from. They're called Torex. I think I bought them from a shop in a mall. They cost about 3,500 shillings and they're very good. They have good grip. So for tomorrow, this will be perfect. Only problem is, if you look at them, they're low. So I'd advise you to get high boots, which are a bit higher because of water and also protection from lesser thorns and stuff. So I love them, but again, I think I need to get another pair. So that's the shoes, and then glasses. Obviously, you need glasses. Marsabit is very hot. It's going to be like 33 degrees tomorrow, and we're climbing the mountain maybe from 3 p.m. So yeah, it should be very hot. So this helps. These are cheap glasses. I think I bought them just along the street for 150 bob because I keep losing these kind of things, so I can't invest in something expensive. For me, it's just about reducing the light a bit. That's it. For tomorrow's trip, I'm going to have to carry another bag, this one, and Masai Shuka, of course, for the tradition. So yeah, we all know what this is for. This bag, it's a small bag, it's a day bag. So let's say we leave everything, let's say in a camping ground, and then we're going to a different place where I don't need to carry so many things. This is the kind of bag I'll just carry and then have a few things inside. For this bag, I've carried one Indomie, I don't know what they are, it's like spaghetti things which are instant. I stopped eating these kind of things, but again, because of travel, I have to. Wet wipes, again, the mountain, there's nothing, no bathroom, no nothing, so these come in handy. A scrubber, just for washing things. And I got a Red Bull because tomorrow we're waking up like I think 4:30 a.m. so that we can be in Nanyuki as early as possible, then get another matcha to go to Marsabit. So since I sleep, I usually wake up very late, maybe like 9 a.m. Tomorrow waking up at 4 is going to be a hassle, so this will come in handy. Next thing, pot. There's this pot, cup, and soap. Yeah, that's it. And then another hand wet wipes. And I carried one plate. I'm hoping other utensils, Collins is going to carry them. And then I carried one spoon and one fork. So I wrap them like this so that they don't like jingle inside the bag and make noise. So that is all that is inside this bag. Ideally though, if I wasn't going to cook, if I didn't have any plans of cooking or anything, this bag will just be a day bag for carrying things when going to another place, then coming back to the camping ground. So yeah, day bag. I'll be carrying this other bag. Now this bag I usually carry it like this, and this is my go-to bag. Yeah, secure, safe, convenient, easy to retrieve anything that I want. But I will come to this when I'm talking about, I will come back to this when I'm talking about all the gear that I use for my photos, videos, and all that. So I'll come back to this. Another thing is a hat, because again, this is just a cheap one. I got it for like 200 shillings. These are the kind of things I keep losing, so I just get the cheapest one available. I don't care about the design, whatever, as long as it's not branded. I don't wear things that are branded a lot. Well, apart from the Ninaform logo there, and yeah, Ninaform merchandise will be coming starting March. I will update you guys more on that. So finally, let's jump in the bag. And first things first, let's open this latch. Oh wait, before we open that, there's this pouch which I really love, because I think this is a place I can put like a few coins, my wallet maybe, but for now it has a pen knife, and I will also put a torch inside here so that it's just easy to retrieve. So this is for anything easy to retrieve. I've talked about the water bottle on this side, but on this other side, since I am into filmmaking and photography, I have a tripod. So I'll get into that. First, let me open up here. Yes, when you open that sleeping bag. Oh, I tried like so many notes. Okay. Sleeping bag. It's rated for up to 7 degrees Celsius, so I'm sure at the top of Moto is going to be very windy. I hope, this is going to be able to sustain all that. I like this one because it opens all the way like a blanket. I have another one which you have to get inside and then you close yourself, but I tend to not sleep very well in that kind of sleeping blankets. I prefer the ones that just open all the way and I can cover myself normally so that I'm free to move. So sleeping bag, camping tent. Again, this is a tent I bought. I've never used it because my first tent started leaking. My second tent is this one, the huge one, the round one, which I can't carry, and so I had to buy another tent. So this one, I hope it withstands the wind and the rain just in case it rains, although chances of it raining is very low tomorrow. So that's it, the two things that are very necessary. I like this bag because it has so many compartments, and on the top, what have I put here? Yeah, I have this torch. It's from Anchor. It's I think like 400 lumens, so it's very, very, very bright, and actually it's even hot to touch when it lights up for long. And then because of the whole pandemic thing, I have hand sanitizer, although I'll move this to my other bag which I just carry here. So sanitizer, and I have an extra strap which honestly I don't know how to use this, but I just carry it because I got it for like 90 shillings. I thought maybe it will come in handy at some point. That's the only reason I got it. So that is the only thing that is up here. And then on this other pouch, I don't know if it's visible, there's a section here where there is this which is the cover for the bag. Again, I haven't used any of these things, so I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work, considering now the bag is much bigger. But just in case it rains, this should help. The bag is supposedly water resistant. I don't think it's fully waterproof, but light rains should do fine. But if it rains a lot, definitely I'm going to add these. And now let's get inside the bag. First, I have these padlocks to lock just for security. And the first thing inside the bag, what is holding it? So yeah, this is the camping chair. Let me just show you quickly. It's very minimal and basic. It reminds me a lot of the wooden chairs that people from northern Kenya use, the people from the Turkana, Samburu regions. They have that very small wooden thing that you can sit on it very easily. So this is my equivalent, a bit modern if you say. So yeah, this should do. And then here, this is where I have my tiny tripod. So I have this mount, and I have this tripod, which it's like a jockey tripod, so you can bend it and hang it anywhere. And this mount, I got it from a shop in town. It's called Ulanzi, and the reason I got this is because of one thing. Compared to the other normal phone holders, this one has a slot to put a microphone up here, although the problem is the microphone that I'm currently using doesn't work with my phone. But yeah, I have that option, which I think is very good. So it gives you like a complete filmmaking kit on the go, so you can hold that and move around. I love this tripod again because it can hold this camera that I'm shooting with right now, which is the... No, I'll come back to it when we're talking about the tech. So yeah, that's it. Now inside the bag finally. I hope it's recording, and I hope the lighting is fine because I didn't even check the settings. So water bottle from Decathlon again, 0.8 liters. It doesn't leak, that's why I liked it. So many bottles that I used to get used to leak. That one is perfect, although tiny, so I need 2 of them. And now we are inside my bag. So up here, this is where I slide in the laptop. Although I never just put the laptop like that, I put a cover, so laptop goes in here. And it's actually enough space to even put another thing, which is the mouse. So I have this tiny mouse called Pebble, Logitech Pebble. It's very minimal, very compact. I really like it. So that also goes in there. And I have this phone holder, which I really love this. I was given as a gift, which you can just put your phone. I love it a lot. And finally, the other thing that can go in here is the notebook. So this is my notebook, just in case you are whatever, you need to jot down some notes, maybe write some contacts. So yes, that's my notebook. I love the branding, Ninaform. Again, I got it as a gift. So yeah, I love this, definitely going in here. And now you can see this section. This is where I've put my slippers. First thing is this, which it has toiletries. So there's a toothbrush here, toothpaste, toilet paper, and then there is what else is inside here? Or some Tic Tacs. I don't know why I put the Tic Tacs so far away. And lotion. So that goes in here. Oh, I need to add painkillers just in case. So that will go in here. And then slippers. So the slippers, I carry this. This is a bread paper, just for bread, because just in case they're dirty, I can just put them in there. They won't have to make the place very dirty. And that's it. Then again, something I bought I haven't used, it's a raincoat. So I'm hoping, let's say it rains, I can cover this. I can carry the bag, put the first cover on top of the bag, and then I can wear these to cover myself and the bag, so the entire body. So raincoat that I put just up here. I have this other bag, which is like let me just call it an emergency bag, because currently the only thing it has inside it's a light. So this is a simple light from Decathlon, but this one uses batteries. So this one is what I use inside the camping tent. It hangs inside. It uses batteries. The advantage of, I think, that I've seen from lights that have batteries is that it's not rechargeable. I mean, it uses normal batteries. The light is constant compared to the ones which are rechargeable, which the light dims over time. So I have this. So that's what I put here. I'm sure maybe I'll put dirty clothes inside here at some point. Then I have a binoculars, again something I just put here because I like watching animals and stuff. So we'll be on top of a mountain, so I'm sure the views is going to be very beautiful. So I'm looking forward to using this a lot, and maybe we can spot elephants from a distance, because again, Samburu has so many elephants. So binoculars, it's called Kylie Tech. I got it from Amazon. I think the price was about 6,000 and they're very sharp. So for the price, I saw it was the best seller in Amazon, so they're very good. Next is this bag. I think I should come back to this later when talking about electronics. So we'll come back to this bag. We'll also come back to this because it has my audio equipment. And then here is the mattress. So it's a self-inflating mattress where you just blow like 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah, good description. So yeah, self-inflating mattress, or is it self-deflating? Yeah, self-deflating. Then I have this because again I take music very seriously. To me, music is whatever I use to just like calm down completely. So I think I'll talk about this. Then I have this bag called, well, it's written Godox because it's supposed to be a bag for putting like a diffuser for camera stuff. But this is where all my clothes are. So if I open it, you'll see I have arranged my clothes not so very neatly. I don't want to remove them. Yeah, face towel. This is one of those like very quick dry towels. So like, you know, you can just, after showering, if you hang it for like, I don't know, 1 hour, it's drying. Long socks, and I also have short socks, and then I have like 3 boxers there. I have 2 jerseys, you know, for Chelsea, Manchester, whatever. But I need to switch them to other like normal clothing instead of the jerseys. And then my favorite short, and then I'll have my trouser which I'll be wearing, another jersey which I'll be wearing, belt and shoes and socks. So this is all the clothes I need for the next 4 days. Again, it's on top of a mountain. You can't change your clothes every day. That's where the wet wipes come in handy. Yeah, moving on. Oh yeah, that's it. So yeah, this is arranged neatly like that, and everything else just tucks in. So this goes up there. What else was inside here? The toiletries. And now let's talk about the tech, or rather the gadgets that I use. So let me clear this space. This table is dancing. Now, the tech that I use hasn't changed much from the last video that I made. And let's start with my powerhouse, which is the laptop. It's a 14-inch MacBook Pro, and yes, well, this is also what I use for my normal work. And currently, because it's so fast, it means I can edit videos in 4K, no worries, edit pictures and all that kind of stuff. So I love this a lot. Then the next thing is my phone, which is the iPhone 12 Pro. I love this because this is currently my main vlogging camera. I love using this camera which I'm shooting from, but unfortunately while walking along the streets, I think that is too intimidating here, so people tend to give me like bad looks. So again, I can only use that when I'm driving, like say I have a car. But when using public transport, I think this is the way to go. So yeah, so that's my phone. This is my other phone, which is like a work phone. It's a Nokia. What's it called? It's a Nokia something. I can't remember, but it's like an old Nokia smartphone. So that is where my business line is. Then I already mentioned the Logitech Paintball mouse, very tiny, very compact, and it's Bluetooth, so I don't need to use the dongle. But I'm not going to carry any of these for this trip again, because first there's no good reception, and then also I don't need my computer, or, you know, like the mouse. So yeah, everything will just be on the phone directly. Then when I open this bag, I have this, the Zoom H1N1. Now I bought this for a very specific reason. First, there's extra batteries just in case. But I bought these with other different microphones called binaural microphones, which I can use that to record 3D, 360, stereoscopic sound, you know, something like that, where the sound changes completely. So the reason for that is because at some point I want to start shooting virtual reality videos, like 360 videos, where it's more interactive, and I don't know, maybe it's the future, so just getting ready for that. My earphones, so these are my normal earphones, the Anchor earphones. I've had this for the last 3 years. They still last for like 20 hours. They have very good audio. So these are my go-to earphones. I also have like AirPods. I don't know where they are right now, honestly. I've tried looking for them. But those are now normal. Let's say I'm in a matatu, or walking along the streets when I still need to hear what's outside. Because with these I tend to not hear anything happening around me. And then finally I have my Surface headphones. I love these headphones, but I hate the packaging because the packaging can't curve, so it's kind of huge. But now these are my like work headphones, which I use to edit videos with. This is what I use, like I think most of the time. Or let's say I'm using a flight. This is again what I'll wear because they have noise cancelling, and they're also, they're very comfortable. They power on for like 18 hours. So they're the Microsoft Surface headphones too. So yeah, and here's the cable for them, which to connect to the computer. So that is my audio section. Again, music is so important to me. And then I have this adapter, which I got from the Apple shop in, I think it was Side Center. Then with these, I think just generic earphones, microphones. My previous microphone stopped working, so I had to get a backup. So this is what I use with the phone. So this works with the phone. This, plug it in, and then this goes into my shirt and hangs in there. So these, whenever, let's say tomorrow when I start traveling, I will put this, under my shirt and clip it, and I won't remove it the whole day. It stays there. So when using the phone, it's just like moving. When I want to shoot, I connect it, start shooting. So I don't have to keep adjusting it and all that. Yeah, I think I've hit a problem with it. This thing keeps coming off, so there's a high chance I'm going to lose this. Maybe I should put super glue. Yeah, so that's the first part. And then now back to this bag. Cables, Type-C cable and another Type-C cable for my phone. One is for the laptop, one is for the phone. So for the laptop I will carry it. Then I have this power bank. This is 20,045 watts by Xiaomi. I bought it in town. I love this because it can charge my laptop. So that's why I have this. Like, it can charge the laptop, I think, from when it's completely dead. It charges it, I think, 3 times. I have 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is. I think I've mixed up so many things. I have another one of these. Again, just a backup power bank. Because we're going for quite several days. And where is now my carry-on bag? Not sure if I mentioned it, but I have this other light. I bought it for like 300 shillings. Waterproof, you can charge it. So another camping light, which helps. And now back to this bag. Here, let me finish with the power banks. I have another 20,000 mAh power bank, this one. So this one sits in here. I never remove it from here. Then I have these 2 cables, one for my phone, one is a normal like Android cable which charges the camera that I'm shooting with. So this is like a perfect minimal setup for me. Then once I have that in there, I have this lens. It's a Sony f1.850. So the camera is a crop sensor, so therefore this acts like a 75. Yeah, the camera is a 1.5 crop sensor, so this is technically like a 75mm lens on that camera. And then the lens that is currently there is the 16mm Sony Sigma f1.4, and again on that camera, since it's a crop sensor, that means that's a 24mm. I think it's 24mm. At some point I really love that lens, but I don't know, maybe I might need to get rid of this lens and switch to a zoom lens. So something like I don't know, 30mm, okay, maybe 20, yeah, 30mm all the way to, let's say, 150. and that will help me a lot, especially for wildlife photography, because at 75mm, you know, if something is too fast, sometimes I'm just like, there's no point of taking that shot because it just looks like a tiny speck, which is not of very good quality. So yeah, these for now might be temporary. I might switch to a maybe Sigma lens or another brand for a zoom lens, because the Sony lenses are too expensive. So yeah, that's it. I have ND filters for these two lenses. I got this just in case I want to shoot with that lens so that I can always have the correct exposure. But I'm looking forward to trying this, especially tomorrow, because on top of the hill, you know, Samburu is one of the places, and Marsabit is one of the places where you get almost total darkness at night. You know, there's very little light pollution. So I'm hoping to shoot some astrophotography. I'm not a pro in that. I don't know how well it's going to go. So I have this variable ND filter. Yeah. So this 67mm for that lens. So looking forward to using this tomorrow. The first time I tried to do astrophotography, I was in Turkana, and then the water was splashing and I thought it was a crocodile and I took off. So yeah, tomorrow hopefully nothing's going to scare me at night. Yeah, I think that's it. The only other thing maybe I haven't mentioned, the Xiaomi speaker. I love it because it has very good sound, although I'm starting now to think it's a bit bulky. So and it charges with Type-C, so that's a good thing. But very good sound, you know, good bass. It's Xiaomi. I bought it for I think like 6,000, but I don't know, maybe I'll continue using it, or maybe I'll switch to something smaller. Problem is getting the good quality. Oh, and the last thing that I almost forgot to mention is the camera itself. So that is the Sony a6400. Shoots 4K, it's very good. I like the quality, both photos and videos, and that is the Sigma lens on it. And this is a Boya microphone. So again, I love this microphone because it doesn't have like a battery. Therefore, whenever I plug it, I don't have to think, is it on, is it not on? Like those are the, you know, microphones which have a battery. So this is actually a setup that I can also use when vlogging. And that is it. Yes, I think I've run through everything. That is 36 minutes long. Wow. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I will try my best to answer most of them. I'll in fact even do another like question and answer video where I get to answer most of your questions. So if you have any question, if you watched my video for some time and you have any burning questions, yeah, leave them in the comment section below. Until then, I think see you in the next video, which will definitely be the trip where I go and we get to use all this stuff. So yeah, stay safe. See you very soon. Till then, bye.